Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing a date night glam. We're gonna go for kind of a bronzy look because right now we're looking pale. We're just gonna do a date night, like a sexy date night look. Anyway, so I just finished washing my face, so right now I'm going to put water on it and I'll show you why. Okay, so I just put water on my face. We're gonna start with our little skin prep. Oh, for this look, I'm just gonna use a Snail mucin serum. For me, it works as a primer. It kind of really hydrates my skin. I'm gonna add a little bit more hydration. Intensive cream by Cosrx. We hydrate our skin, especially those under eyes. Like my under eyes get really dry and then it ends up looking cakey. So let's make sure we're moisturized. So we're gonna use our by one size. I just got this the other day because I was seeing it all over TikTok and I was like, I gotta try it. We're just gonna apply a little bit to our finger here. Right now my skin is shiny, but we're gonna apply her especially to my T-zone area. After that's all applied, just let it sit. I just picked up the Refy brow sculpting and now we're just gonna apply same as last time. So right now we're just gonna brush it inwards, like always. Just brush it inwards and brush a little upwards. We're just gonna use the comb side to kind of brush it back. Let's talk about girlhood. I'm gonna pretend the camera is me when I was little and I'm just gonna give it advice and take what you want, leave what you want. Let's start off with relationships. Everything is a learning experience and you should always take accountability for your own actions because it reflects back on you. What goes around comes around. Anyways, relationships. First, we're gonna go with Anastasia. You know the deal. We're gonna patch up our little pimples. No matter what someone says, they're gonna do it. And until they experience it, that's when they're gonna learn. That's okay. We came on this planet to learn. I'll just tell you my story. Whatever I experienced, that was on me. The thing about relationships is they're all learning experiences. I don't have a degree in relationship advice. I'm just always speaking from my own experience. You know, you go through your little stages, like your stage of denial. You go through your stage of like, oh my God, this is like the end of the world. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then you go through like, oh, I feel like the it girl right now. And the next day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna puke. I miss this person so much. What am I gonna do? Like, should I text them? It's gonna work, blah, 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 blah. Been there, done that. It's not gonna work. What you don't wanna hear is what you need to hear. You guys became exes for a reason. It's gonna go to show, like, at a certain point of the breakup, you're gonna start realizing what an ick they are. If you don't, maybe you guys are meant to be. I'm just kidding. No, you're not. Like, this is my point. Who knows who you're meant to be with? Just let it happen. Just let it happen. And by letting it happen, that does not mean go text them. Does not mean like a TikTok page comes up and it's like angel numbers 333. If you're a Leo or if you're a Libra, messages for you, like they're thinking about you. Like, that's not real. Maybe, like, who am I to say it's not? But take it with a grain of salt. If you dream of somebody, don't go ahead and thinking that, oh my God, they're thinking of me, like this is a sign to get back together. Because look, imagine this. Put a scenario for you. First, we're gonna do our foundation. L'Oreal, drugstore, got it at Target, in the shade 470. Imagine this scenario. Say like you wanna text your ex. You're like, oh my God, like I just had a dream about them. This is literally so for real. Like, we are meant to be, like this is the God saying blah, 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 blah. And then you text them and say they're with a group of friends. You know, they get the message, they show all of them, they're all laughing at you. Just know on the other end of the line, it could be them telling you something and then meaning the whole other thing. This scenario helped me. And it's not saying like you should think the worst of somebody, but if you're trying to get over somebody, why are you thinking the best of them? If I want to get over somebody, I'm not going to be like, God, I loved how this, and this. Yes, you loved it. What do you love now? You love who they are now? Because I'm not the person I was when I was with my past ex. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people change. And if you were with this person, ride and die, like you guys went through hell and back, don't be like believing that they are your one and only. Your one and only is you, and that is truly the best gift you can ever get. Anyways, quick side note, I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta. She's bronzed cream contour and powder duo. I picked this up at Sephora thinking like, I'm just gonna try it out. I fell in love. Because just wait, get my little TJ Maxx brush. Boom. As a human being, we want to love. Human beings need love. And we get delusional. Love makes us crazy. Love is the strongest drug that there is out in the market. And who you will get in love with is even more powerful. And just wait, like this literally blends. Doing like little swirls. Automatically blends in perfectly. So as a little older sister moment, it's not the end of the world. I don't know, what helps me when I went through a breakup, realizing what I had and what they could not give me. What you have that they cannot give you. Nobody can give you that love, that satisfaction that you can give to yourself. When I say that, I'm speaking the truth. You know yourself better than anyone. And then you can be in a slump and be like, I don't know what I want, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. It's not an issue to not know what you want. The issue is knowing that you're not in a good place, but you're continuing to enable it. For example, even in my affair of like a little toxic relationship in high school, I knew it was bad. To a certain point, my friends told me, my mother told me, a mother knows best. Or father, whoever, your parent, the person looking after you, or you looking after you, knows best. It's like an internal feeling. Your external is just like, no, I need this. No, you don't. You don't need it. You want it, which is like a completely different thing rather than needing something. Well, I stayed in like a toxic little thing. Point is, it went to a point where I completely lost it. I lost myself, isolated myself from my friends. Your body knows when something is not good for you. It immediately lets you know. You just have to listen. Disclaimer, this is not a one-way answer to everything. I don't know your situation, but it could help. Okay, so right now we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty, of course, Joy. You don't want that more of a blush look because you're going more for like a bushy. Breakups suck. And some people make it suck worse. And there's some breakups where they're very manipulative and make you believe you're the problem when in reality you're not. There's other breakups that are the nicest to you and they stick around like a leech forever and don't let you get over anything, or they don't want you and then you want someone else, so now they want you, they're intrigued. Don't be fooled by that. And this is not night and day, like night and day, boom, we're done. No, of course not. Okay, now we're gonna go with the Anastasia Magic Touch Concealer, shade 10. Closest thing to Hourglass, if you really like the Hourglass. We're just gonna apply that under. And since I kind of want more full coverage, I'm just gonna let it sit. I've been one to scroll on TikTok and I see Healing Journey. It's like Good Days by SZA in the background, but they always show the end of the healing journey, and that's totally fine. But like, what about the people that are struggling before they get to that ending, you know? Like those people who are like this really hurt my soul. Like I can't get out of bed, my room's a mess. Like whatever your situation is, trust that there has been people in that situation. Like you are not alone, and right to feel however you are, even if it was like a 2-week breakup, even if it was like a 2-year, 7-year, whatever it is, your pain is your pain and you understand what you're feeling better than anyone else. So do not let anyone discredit you. There are people out there that do not have the best interest for you and will discredit your feelings in order to make themselves feel better. Wherever you are in your journey, it's okay. This is a safe place. My healing journey was definitely not a pretty ride. Before we could just keep letting this sit, we're gonna, you know the deal, kisses on the face. Words only have effect on you as much as you let it. No words mean anything, except if you put that power in that word, then it becomes a greater substance than what it was before. This is like a serious talk. I really like this. So let's take a pause on that. See the coverage on this? See that like bronzer? Like it's blending in really well. Know the deal. Don't lie. Immediately make the weird little face, blend your creases in, and pat it right away. Quick process. To further this conversation, like words hurt. Take everything with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you let it affect you how you want to let it affect you. Like I said, like we're all beautiful human beings. We're gonna go in with our Patrick top. I go in with the powder size since we're already powdering up our face. Getting cheated on is literally the worst thing in the whole entire world. In my experience, it really made me think that I was not good enough. One thing to know, it is not your fault. When a person gets caught cheating, they're gonna literally try to blame you. They're gonna be like, it's your fault, you didn't give me enough attention. These are the worst kind of people in the world. Getting cheated on is by far an awful experience. Not only does it affect the way you view people, if there's one thing I want to say right now, it is not your fault. We're not going to deal with cheaters. 2024, I believe we should just love ourselves, because how are you going to cheat on yourself? I mean, you could cheat on yourself in the sense that you can definitely cheat on yourself if you are leaving yourself in a bad position, knowing how damaging it is to you. If you've experienced being cheated on, why do you want to do that to yourself? Literally, you are what is holding you back. You can't blame it on anybody else. Go in with our Makeup Forever shade Banana 2.0. What we're gonna do is stop blaming ourselves, because we are not the problem. You know what I said before, that sometimes we are the problem. When you get cheated on, it's not your problem. The best thing that I've done for myself when I've been in the gutters after a harsh breakup was literally sit there and just let myself feel. In a weird way, we understand how to comfort ourselves. At the end of the day, the only person who can truly help you is you. There's not a one-size-fits-all problem starter pack fixer upper. Like, that doesn't exist. At the end of the day, stop listening to everybody else. Mute them, listen to yourself. What do you need today? The most minimalist things can be the biggest things for you, and that's okay. That is valid. Your feelings are valid. So what do you need today? I saw this thing where it's like you wake up and then you look at the mirror and you tell yourself, I love you, before you literally do anything else. You're making yourself a priority here. So you just go in the mirror and be like, I love you, go on with your day. And I feel overwhelmed. I just stop and ask myself, what do I need? And even if I don't know the answer, just taking that moment, taking that silence break really does a lot. It speaks volumes. Okay, so we're gonna take our shriveled up Anastasia pomade in the shade ebony and just like an angled brush. Kind of work it in. It's the e.l.f. small smudge, and then we're just gonna dab of concealer and just kind of fix that line right there, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. Right now I'm gonna take a dark blush that I have with, it's the e.l.f. little multi-stick. I got this at Target. It's berry, the luminous berry. I'm just gonna get a teensy wincy bit. Just want like a little bit with a one size setting spray. Right now I'm gonna add my little highlighting brush. I just kind of put it on my tip of my nose. I'm gonna do our lashes first, and you know the routine with the lashes. Whatever you are going through in this moment, just know that you're not alone. Okay. The trick to getting a fuller lash look, you're gonna get that smoky eye pencil, get your eyelid, lift it up, and then just on your lower lash line. Now we're just gonna put some mascara on our bottom lash, just like that. I just want a little bit more warmth, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And now we're gonna go with one of my favorite lip liners. It's NYX. It's in the shade Nutmeg, but it's gonna line our lips. Now, I literally love a good little mole. This is literally perfect when I have a little pimple right here. I like to put in shade black or brown. I have both. So I just kind of make a little mole and then let it dry a little. And there you have it, guys. I'm ready to go out on a little date. Who's trying to take me on a date? Let's sum it up with I love you. Even though we don't know each other, I love you, and I hope you love yourself. I hope you love yourself as much as the people around you love you. And if you don't really have anyone around you to show you that love, welcome to my channel, because I will be showing you that love. And, you know, take everything with a grain of salt. Some people are having a bad day. It's not on you, it's on them. A hard breakup, if you're going through a hard breakup right now, it's okay. It sounds so condescending to say it's gonna be okay. Like people shove it in your face. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. You know what you're going through, and no one is gonna take that pain away from you. Just know that there is some light, and it's their loss, because you're an amazing, beautiful human being. Your soul, your energy, you radiate confidence. You are beautiful. So I want you in the morning to wake up and be like, I love you. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. I'm gonna tell you that, you're gonna tell yourself, because at the end of the day, you don't need nobody to tell you I love you, because you can tell yourself. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around and watching my little glam. I'm so close. I love the lip. Like, let's be the best version of ourselves and make them regret ever doing us wrong, because they ain't never getting us back. For real though, don't ever go back to a person who did you wrong. No matter if they said they changed, they didn't change. If you want to get back with someone who was in your life, just like figure it out first, test the waters out, you know, test like little situations, little problems, see how they react and see how they really have changed. Thank you guys for sticking around if you made it to the end of this video, and I'll be coming out more with some more glams. Have a beautiful day. Bye guys.